Okay, so Indian polity, correct? Okay. So first time only beginners. So first we are going to cover what are the sources are there to cover Indian polity, right? 1 minute. So Indian polity, correct? So we are going to cover Indian polity, not Indian politics, correct? Both are different. Whatever things you read in the newspaper, that is regarding the politics only. What one politician has commented over other politicians, these things we are not going to cover. We are going to cover Indian polity, how this system actually works, correct? So first important is what is the importance of this Indian polity in our paper. So Indian polity you will going to encounter in prelims paper as well as in the mains paper, correct? In the prelims paper already we are GS paper 1 is there. In the GS paper 1, one section will be the polity. Clear? One section will be the polity. In GS paper 1, total questions will be asked around 100 questions, correct? Total questions 100. From Indian polity on an average, you get basically 13 to 15 questions every year. 13 to 15 every year questions will come from only Indian polity. Even some of the years this range reached to 23, correct? That is the reason I have taken average, not less than 13 ever, correct? So 13 to 15. I'll just take an example. You are getting 15 questions from the Indian polity only, 15 questions. But the good thing about Indian polity is this: if you solve those 15 questions, the probability to get right answer is very high compared to any other subject. For example, if 15 questions are coming from Indian economy or Indian history, so in that 15 questions, you can get, for example, 5 correct and 10 incorrect. But in Indian polity, 15 you are going to solve, then at least 12 will be correct. Correct? Only 2 and 3 will be incorrect. So good thing about this 15 questions mein probability will be high. So negative marking, whatever the marks we are going to lose, that also will be nil. Okay. So for example, if you are able to solve all the 15 questions in polity, all the 15 questions, then you are going to get around 30 marks easily. Correct? 30 marks, for example. Now, if we see to every year cutoff kitna ja raha hai. Right now, if we see last 3 years cutoff is going around 88 or 90. That is below 90. Correct? If we take even 90, that means total questions should be correct. 45 questions should be correct. Clear? So 45 and 15 already here. So rest kitna aapka bacha? Only 13 questions. That 13 questions you have to solve out of 85 questions only, correct? So see, now out of 85 you can easily solve 30 questions. 30 is not that big number. So that is the importance of Indian polity is, if you focus little bit only, not that much you are focusing on other subject, your probability to get right answer will be very high. So that is the reason your chances to clear prelims also will be very high. This is the importance, correct? So that is the reason is always focus in this subject, polity. For example, art and culture, like modern history. If you read modern history, no matter how much, kitna bhi padh lo, still, for example, if they're asking 6 questions, hardly you will आपको सिर्फ 2 questions आएंगे. You will be aware about only 2 questions, 3 questions you are not aware. Even though you have read all spectrum book, NCRT also you have covered, still. But in Indian polity, if you read just class notes, correct? Then all the 15 will be going to be solved. All the 15, because you have a range of questions will not be very that much high. They cannot ask that questions which you cannot solve actually. Because in pass they are not having options also. Like for example, history, lot of options are available with them. Lot of historical events they can ask. Unlimited historical events are there. But यहाँ पे everything will going to confine to the constitution only. Constitution is same, correct? So that is the reason is यहाँ पे chances will be very high. So this is the importance of Indian polity in GS paper 1. Now comes to the mains. Mains में you will get this polity in GS paper 2. So in GS paper 2, you will get Indian polity, you will get governance, you will get social justice, and you will get basically international relations. Total marks will be, for example, 250. 250 marks ka GS paper 2. Out of the 250, around 120 to 130 marks will be from Indian polity. Even it can reach to 140 easily. Governance, for example, if you take governance, marks will be around 40. This mark, for example, around 40, and this marks around 50. So see, 5, 4, 9, and this again 130. So that is the reason is half of the paper will be only from the Indian polity, half of the paper, correct? And यहाँ पे to right answer in Indian polity is very easy because questions will be very straightforward only. Whatever you have covered in the facts, you have to write those things only, correct? So that is this Indian polity is, and along with that you have to cover governance also. Governance also linked with Indian polity only. So automatically say 130 plus 40, 170 marks are there, polity and governance, correct? IR ka whatever the questions will come, they will be current affair based only. They will not be that questions which is like PSIR, the political science and international relations optional paper. That is different. वहाँ पे they can ask theory also. यहाँ पे you will not get any theory. Correct? IR part. So this is all about Indian polity. इसके बाद कहाँ पे you can use this Indian polity? For example, essay paper is there. Essay, any essay has been asked. For example, in that essay you can utilize a lot of information from the Indian polity only. Like example, if any question about the women issues, children issues, correct, or environment issues, so you can use fundamental right chapter information. You can use DPSP, directive principles of the state policy chapter. You can use fundamental duties also. You can use, for example, preamble part. So that is the importance of this. You can use this information also in your essay paper also from the Indian polity only, correct? Last but not the least, for example, when you reach to the interview, this is the most favorite subject of everyone, those who ask interview, correct? Because they will not going to ask questions, lot of historical questions, because they are also not aware about it, because they long ago they have actually stopped studying. So because of that, but they are aware about the Indian polity easily because they are working there only in administration. So they know what the relationship government is having. So that is the reason in interview also you will be asked the questions from the Indian polity, correct? So that much of importance hai, but good thing is this is very easy subject. Good thing is this is easy subject. For example, if it is too much importance, but subject is very difficult, then what is the purpose then? So, but good thing about is yes, lot of questions will going to be asked from the Indian polity, but this paper will be the easiest paper, easiest subjects from all whatever papers were like economy you are covering or history you are covering, environment, whatever. This will be easy. Clear this? अब आते हैं books. Only one book is available, that is Lakshmikant. Correct? Lakshmikant, that book is available, that only you have to refer. Other books, no need to refer actually. Only Lakshmikant, that is more than enough. After that, if you read, for example, in this internet, some new other people they are going to say like D.D. Basu, Subhas Kashyap, don't read these books, correct? Because they are same only. You are not going to get anything new information there. All the information is available already in the Lakshmikant. And second most important is class notes. So you have to make class notes, okay, every day. आपको wait नहीं करना है. For example, I am not going to dictate here, correct? I will dictate, then only you have to write. Whatever I am going to write over there, whatever I am going to speak, except jokes, correct? You have to mention everything in the notebook, correct? This habit you have to develop, correct? Because ultimately in the mains exam you have to write there. कितना लिखना है आप सभी को पता है कि for example morning session, evening session, next day again morning, evening, then language paper, then essay paper, then optional paper. And in one paper you have to write, okay, for example, more than 2,500 to 3,000 word, correct? In kitne mein only 3 hours. And next day, or sorry, evening again 3,000, 6,000 words in one day. Next day again 12,000. Again optional paper 5,000. Again, for example, essay paper 1,200. Correct? So that is the reason is that habit you will develop in the classrooms only, because yahi pe you will be little bit in under pressure to write as soon as possible, as fast as possible. Correct? घर पे तो कुछ नहीं होगा ऐसा कुछ, तो दैट इज द रीजन इज मेक नोट्स ऑल्सो प्रॉपर, करेक्ट। जितना ज्यादा हो सके उतना नोट्स बना लो, बिकॉज वाई आई एम सेइंग दैट इन द नोट्स यू विल गेट वट एवर थिंग्स आर अवेलेबल इन लक्ष्मीकांत plus 60% other information you will get on the notes only. Because Lakshmikant mein they have not dealt lot of things, like example, whereas Supreme Court cases not have been given, doctrines have not been given, and mains perspective things have not been given in the Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant is more about prelims paper, not for the mains paper, correct? So these things I will cover in the class notes only. Clear this? और notes कैसे करना है? For example, avoid this ruled copy. रूल्ड कॉपी जो आता होता है दैट इज अवॉइड, बिकॉज रीजन इज दिस, यूपीएससी जो आंसर शीट देगा वहां पे रूल नहीं होगा, दैट विल बी अनरूल्ड ओनली. सो व्हाट प्रॉब्लम्स विल हैपन? फॉर एग्जांपल यूपीएससी के लिए क्या होगा, लाइक दिस इज द कॉपी दे विल गेट, करेक्ट? जो आंसर शीट होता है, दैट आंसर शीट लुक्स लाइक दिस, करेक्ट? यहाँ पे वहां पे यूपीएससी मेंशन होता है, दैट्स इट, करेक्ट? वहां पे व्हाट दे विल डू, दे विल गिव क्वेश्चन हियर. फॉर एग्जांपल दिस इज द क्वेश्चन, दे हैव गिवन दिस क्वेश्चन, देन यूपीएससी में यहाँ पे दे विल गेट द ब्लैंक. अब कितना ब्लैंक होगा, लाइक 100 वर्ड्स है या 250 वर्ड्स है, 150 और 250 बेसिकली. अगर 150 है देन दे विल गिव 2 पेजेस, अगर 250 है देन दे विल गिव 3 पेजेस, करेक्ट? यू हैव टू राइट ओनली इन दिस मार्जिन, दैट्स इट, करेक्ट? नॉट हियर, even not here. So that is the reason is, if you have this habit to write in this ruled copy, then what problem you are going to face here is, because I have rule है ही नहीं ना, then क्या होगा? For example, this is the blank page and you are going to start writing from here, आपका ऐसा 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 हो जाएगा. This thing will happen actually. That is the reason is, write always in such copies only, so that you will be having this habit also, okay, in one line how many words I am going to write. So 150 words लिखना है तो you know to count always, because I have seen a student को when they write the mains exam, they start counting after every question, 1 2 3 4. इतना टाइम नहीं है, करेक्ट, कि आप काउंट करोगे. सो इफ यू हैव दिस हैबिट टू राइट इन सच कॉपीज, आपको आइडिया लग ही जाएगा कि 150 वर्ड्स कहाँ पे खत्म हो रहे हैं, बिकॉज द बेस्ड ऑन ओके हाउ बिग लेटर यू आर यूजिंग. सो यू हैव दिस आइडिया, if I am going to write in this one page, then 100 words automatically will going to happen. Is that is the reason is, write in this book only. Always use such copy only, always use, not this ruled copy. This is actually school level or 10th or 11th standard only, not this UPSC level, correct? So use this. Clear this? Not for this matlab polity, for everything. Even though for example you are doing answer writing practice, that also you have to do in this books copy only, correct? Answer writing practice if you are doing, or for example other economy or history, whatever notes you are going to make notes in this copy. Clear this? So now come back again, Indian polity. Up from where you will get, this is another question actually, kahan se milegi? Again you have to purchase either from the Amazon and all, okay? But if you for example want to, like example this is also 80 or 90, kitne rupees ka tha ye sab, eh? 50, I don't know, okay? So if you want to purchase, okay, this is, there is, I think reception you can get is, it is 130 rupees, I think they are giving 130 rupees and 300 pages, 300, that is more than enough. Only thing, for example, 2 booklets you require, that's it. Entire polity will be there only in 2 booklets only, correct? So you can get that also. Clear? For those who want to purchase from Amazon, they can take, but Amazon the problem is you have to pay the delivery charges also. 70 to 80 rupees they will charge delivery, correct? Okay, come back now. So first is constitution. Clear this? So first important is the constitution. Constitution से पहले हम आपको बात करते हैं, first is state. What is state basically? State क्या है? यहाँ पे I am not going to talk about the state, that is for example Indian states like example Karnataka or Tamil Nadu. Here state means for entire India, correct? For entire India only. So State के लिए first important definition is how we can consider this is a state. Some elements are required for the state. One element is defined territory. Correct? अगर आपके पास like Palestine struggling or not, whether they need to call themselves a state or not, because they are not able to define the territory. Correct or not? Second important is population. Correct? Population also should be there. If there is no population, then what is the use of the state? So next important element to declare any part in the state is population. But if only defined territory is there and population is there, whether we can declare that territory is state, फिर तो every state के पास है. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, every state is having that. Territory is also having, population is also having. Third important will come government. अब government can be directly elected also, government can be indirectly elected also, even monarchy also, like Saudi Arabia. Correct? It is not elected or directly or indirectly, but government is there or not in Saudi Arabia. So next is government should be there. Government can be either elected or indirectly elected or even monarchy. Everything is working, but only thing is government should be there. Just for example, Afghanistan, Taliban government is there, but that government is there now. That is Afghanistan is a state. And fourth is sovereignty.
State in the sense like princely states.
State means country, India. Yes, yes. State यहाँ पे we can call country. Country basically क्या होता है? Other countries like example Western countries में they used to call country means rural side areas, interior part. You have to go to countryside, correct? State is a right word basically, correct? जो हम लोग state we used to call state like Karnataka or Tamil Nadu, it is a province. Right word is province for them, correct? So state means defined territory, then population, then government, and then sovereignty. These things should be there. These all, only these four, not more than four, not fifth, not less than four also. Only these things are there. Defined territory, we the people should be there. One government should be there. Another is sovereignty. Clear this? These are required for the definition of the state. Clear? ऐसे sometimes you heard this name nation also. Nation, correct? हाँ, sovereignty means होता है कि when any country it is free from the outside influence. Like India is a country. India is a free from outside or not? India is an independent. India can decide its own foreign policy, or India need to actually depend on any other country for its own foreign policy. India can make diplomatic relations with whatever countries they want, correct or not? That is sovereignty. Sovereignty means freedom. Freedom from any outside world. No other country can put you pressure on you. You are not under pressure on any other country. That is sovereignty, correct? You are completely independent. Like earlier 1947, before 1947, India was a sovereign country or not? India was not a sovereign country, correct? We are a colony, but right now we are a sovereign country. This much clear? Sovereignty done. Sovereignty means when any country is free from outside influence, any country that can make its own foreign policy without any outside influence. Clear? Now what is nation? Nation means क्या होता है? When group of people. Nation simply means group of people. शेयरिंग, क्या शेयर कर रहे हैं? आइदर रिलीजन, लैंग्वेज, कल्चर, anything, something they are going to share. Correct? Yeah? So group of people, they are sharing same culture, like उनका culture same है, or their religion is same, or their language is same, but they still not get their defined territory. They still not received their own government. They are not having their own sovereignty. That is nation. When British came to India, 1857 revolt happened. But at that time, India was a complete state or not? Sovereignty was not there. But India was nation or not at that time? Group of people, correct? So nation of, first you will be the nation and then you will become the state. First क्या होगा? Nation and then you will become the state. So nation means कि same group of people, they will be living in various parts of the world. ऐसा नहीं they are living in one territory only. Like example, before 1946, Jews, these Jews basically the people of Israel, they were not living in that territory. Some were living in USA, some were in UK, some were in other parts of the European Union countries, some are India also, correct? Because they are not having their proper land. Clear or kidding? So that means they were nation, but they are sharing something or not? Same religion, correct? But when they got the territory, they got the sovereignty, they got the elected government, then they became the state. अभी समझ में आया nation and state? Clear है? So this is nation and that is state. So first nation will come, then it will be the state, correct? Next is, it also is possible in one state, like this is one state, multiple nations are possible or not? In one state multiple nations are possible. This is one state, like India. India में क्या है? Different religions are there, different languages are there, correct? So that means we are not sharing. For example, if we check it in India, we are not on the same page for everything. Can you actually bind all the Indians on one particular religion? No. One particular language? No. Culture? Even that also not. So everything is different. Only two things are binding India. Either they are Indian or it is India-Pakistan match. That's it. In rest of the cases, we are not even in. For example, IPL. Correct? All people say they actually go for their own state only. So one state can have multiple nations. Yes or not? Yes. Next is one state can have multiple nations. Now next thing will be two different states can have same nation. Two different states are there, two different states, but they are having either same culture, same religion, correct, or same language. It is possible. So two different states also can have same nation. Example, North Korea and South Korea. Government is different, but they belong to the same peninsula, same language, same culture. Only thing government is different. Correct? So same nation can be possible in two states. Correct? Clear working? Another important. Whether it is possible in one state, all the countries belong to the same nation only. Like one state is there, all the countries, they somehow they are belong to the same culture or same religion or same language. कुछ ना कुछ ऐसा है, they are all same. Any country is there जहाँ पे entire all population of that country belong to either same religion or same language or same culture? So you will not get such perfect example basically, but near to that perfect is Japan. Japan is near to the perfect. They are having same culture actually entirely. Correct, because small country hai, not big country. Some islands are there. Because of that, Japan is near to that country जहाँ पे same nation and same state they coexist together only. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? Then same as sometimes we read like nation state hyphen लगा के. What is this? The country actually right now itself became an independent country. Correct? Still it is not having perfect sovereignty. Still it is not having perfect government, but they are in making. That will be called as nation hyphen state. Correct? Nation hyphen state.
About that nation and state.
See, hyphen is because not a perfect nation right now, not a perfect state. They are in making. That means right now they are, for example, 60% nation and 40% state. That means this nation after some time will become complete the state. Correct? This is the middle ground. They are working for the state. Yes. Examples after India got independence. Immediately India was not a state completely. India was a nation. The nation will start becoming the state. Even हम अभी भी बोलते हैं India is still nation in making. Even today also we used to call because still we are not on the same page. Correct? We used to fight with each other. Lot of violence used to be there. Correct? Caste based violence, religion based violence. Correct? Lot of other violence types are there. So that means we are not still perfect nation. So state covered. So important, what you think is important? This is this only. This is important. For exam point of view. If I'm saying important, that means exam point of view. This part is important. What are the four important elements to define a state? These are the four important elements of the state. Done. Next is after that organs of the state. Our body is also having organs, liver, kidney, heart, different organs are there. If any one organ is not working properly, whether we will be considered as fit? No. So, and one more thing, in these organs, they should also coordinate with each other also. They will not work isolated, completely isolate from other organs. They don't care about what heart is doing, but I will do my work only. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना? So these organs, they coordinate with each other also. And these organs of the body's organs, they also know their limit. They will not going to trespass their limit and they enter into other organs territory. Correct? Blood बोल रहा है कि I am doing this now. Liver बोला नहीं, I will do your work now. Correct? गाने बदल जाएंगे. दिल पे फिर liver पे लिखने लगेंगे सब लोग. Correct? These are things will happen or not. So that means there are some rules regulations are there. Same rules and regulations should be in state also. But a state also should have some organs, very important organs. So what are those three important organs a state is having? Executive, legislature, and judiciary. These are the three important organs of the state. Correct? No. What is the main work of legislature? लेजिस्लेचर समझते हो, एग्जाम्पल पार्लियामेंट, करेक्ट। सो लेजिस्लेचर का मेन वर्क क्या है? मेन वर्क इज to enact the law. Legislature is having some other work also to make government accountable. But what is the main work? Main work is to enact the law. Clear? Example of legislature. You will have two types of, एक union level, another is state level. Clear? Union level we were having parliament. Parliament again to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. State legislature पे you are having state legislature assembly, state legislature assembly. One more is state legislature council. Some states are having two councils, two different assemblies as well council both. इसको बोलते हैं विधान सभा and विधान परिषद. Right? Only 6 states are India. They are having the second house also. This is what legislature. Correct? Now, what is the work of executive? State legislative assembly, state legislative council. Assembly means vidhan sabha. Vidhan sabha bolte ho na? That is same, right? And this is vidhan parishad. Clear? अब मेन वर्क ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव क्या है? एग्जीक्यूट द लॉ. एग्जैक्टली, मेन वर्क इज टू execute the law. Execute means implement the law. Execute means implement. Here again two types of executive you will get. Union executive and state executive, state level, correct? Union executive example is president, vice president, prime minister, council of minister, यही सब हो गए मिनिस्टर्स. स्टेट में अगेन सेम, गवर्नर, चीफ मिनिस्टर, काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. आप डीएम बन जाओगे, यू आल्सो विल बी द पार्ट ऑफ एग्जीक्यूटिव ओनली. यू आर आल्सो गोइंग टू इंप्लीमेंट द लॉ. क्लियर अभी? Any problem till now? Executive. Now judiciary. What is the work of judiciary? Dispute resolutions, all these things. But main important work क्या होगा judiciary का यहाँ पे? To interpret the law. Main work यही है. Other works are also there to resolve the dispute between the two parties. But main work we are considered to interpret the law. That means they are going to check the law, whether law is constitutional or not, whether law is legal or not, law is reasonable or not. All these things will be interpreted by the judiciary. Example in judiciary, Supreme Court and High Court. Lower courts, they actually do not have this power to interpret the law. Only these two courts, Supreme Court and High Court, they are having this power to interpret the law. Clear this? So any problem till now? If any term you are not able to understand, I will explain that terms also. Anything. Without hesitation, just ask. No issue. You have paid the fees, na? Just ask then. We will cover in chapter Parliament. Okay. Lok Sabha basically an elected house है that we, example in your area. So you belong to which constituency? What is your area basically? Maharashtra में कहाँ? Mumbai. Mumbai may be different. So who is Sansad? Who is Lok Sabha representative there? Sansad will be there. Someone? No idea. Answer तो पता होना चाहिए ना. They are representing you, correct? So they are coming from Lok Sabha, correct? आपको पता है ना? Who is your सांसद? है? वो तो MLA है लोक सभा के लिए. You belong to South Bengaluru or Central Bengaluru or North Bengaluru? Then Tejasvi Surya, correct? So Tejasvi Surya is member of Lok Sabha. Krishnappa, that is member of MLA, that is यहाँ पे आएंगे वो. Here, correct or not? Clear हुआ अभी? Tejasvi Surya belongs to here, correct? And Krishnappa belong to here. Or DK Kumar belong to here, correct? And who belong to your example? Nirmala Sitharaman, you know, finance minister. She belongs to here in the Rajya Sabha, correct? So Rajya Sabha we never vote actually. Like when Tejasvi Surya went for election, you have voted or not? मतलब आपने किसी को वोट दिया हो, but you were part of that election time, correct? Clear? But Rajya Sabha में we never participate there. Rajya Sabha में who actually vote? These members of Vidhan Sabha is there. These members vote for the Rajya Sabha. They will decide. These members will decide who will be the member there in Rajya Sabha. Correct? Clear? Again, these things again we will cover in chapter Parliament in detail. Vidhan Parishad is different. Vidhan Parishad only few states are having. 6 states are there. Which are those 6 states? Okay, आपका Maharashtra है. So Maharashtra is having Vidhan Parishad or not? Tell me, there or not? Okay, Maharashtra is having Vidhan Parishad, correct? So Karnataka is any other state? Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Any other? और कोई स्टेट? अभी कितना होता है? महाराष्ट्र और कर्नाटका, तेलंगाना, आंध्र प्रदेश. एनी अदर स्टेट? नहीं, नहीं, नहीं. उत्तर प्रदेश, yes. So Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Earlier Jammu Kashmir was also having second days because right now Jammu Kashmir is not a state even. So right now they are not having the second house. Only these 6, कितना 6 हो गया? 6 states are having this second house Vidhan Parishad. Who elect the? Okay, Prime Minister. Clear. Okay, I will tell. This is done. मैं आपको पिक्चर बता दूं कैसे होता है पूरा. How the Indian polity work. Correct? Like for example, this is India. Correct? India में क्या है कि different parts are also there. For example, this is different parts are there. Correct? This way. States इसको बोलते हैं. One person should be there who should be the king of this land. तो king होना चाहिए ना अपने पास. Decide whatever entire things required for the country. So for this entire country के लिए we are having a king, that is prime minister. Correct? Now king should be elected also. अभी monarchy तो नहीं है ना. Now so क्या हो गया? We conduct the Lok Sabha election. Lok Sabha elections. Lok Sabha various member of parliaments will come. Like for example, Bengaluru is having 3 member of parliament, central, north and correct south. ऐसे ही total 28 member of parliaments are coming. Some other states like Uttar Pradesh will going to send 80 MLAs, 80 MPs. So different states they are going to send total. For example, सभी ने मिलके they have sent total 543 member of parliaments from entire country. कितने लोग हो गए? 543. जिसमें से प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी इज ऑल्सो वन MP. प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी इज ऑल्सो MP है ना, he got elected from the Varanasi, so he is also one member of parliament. अभी डिसाइड हुआ कि okay, people have chosen 543 member of parliament. Now who should be the king? So all the 543 members, they actually sit together and they will going to choose one person among themselves only. Like example, if here you or all persons are there, now if I decide one person should be the monitor of the class, now that monitor will not come from the outside. Only one among you will be the monitor. Now how I will decide that one person? You together will going to decide कि I am going to give vote this guy. I have confidence in this guy. This guy should be the monitor. Correct or not? Same with these member of parliaments. They have taken the name of Modi. Correct? Okay, you should be the PM. Clear or not? वो अलग बात है, वो खुद ही बोल देते हैं हम PM है. ठीक है. लेकिन सही बात है because that number of MPs that BJP में they are more. So that is the reason is their member of parliaments together they can say Modi will be the my PM. So that is the reason Modi became the prime minister now. Correct or not? So Modi was elected just as a member of parliament only, not as a PM. PM was decided by these member of parliaments together. Clear हुआ कि नहीं? Then some of the Modi alone cannot work. Country is so big, Modi alone cannot do every work. So Modi required some other persons also to support Modi in the work. That is what ministers are there. अब these ministers will come from where? Same यहीं से कि फिर मोदी बोले कि ठीक है, I am the minister, sorry, I am the prime minister. Some of you can become the minister also to support me. Like when you make a like example monitor, one monitor is not enough. One required person to take care of exchequer also. इसको sometimes you got कोषाध्यक्ष. Correct? Those who take care of money. So you will going to select one guy. Okay, you need to help me in the taking care of money. You need to help in the arrangement of the events. ऐसा करके. Same Modi also selected some of the member of parliament. You should be by ministers. So the ministers also they are nothing but member of parliament only. Now these guys are taking care of entire India. Correct? But India is very big. Then culture is different, religion is different, region is different. So Modi will not able to take care of entire India easily. Correct? So that is the reason is now come to state level. यहाँ for local level we are having one more actually governance structure. We are going to elect MLAs. Correct? सिर्फ इतने area के लिए. For example, this area के लिए we are going to elect MLA. Just example, this is Karnataka. Example, this is Karnataka. So now Karnataka के लिए we the people are going to elect the MLAs. Correct? For example, we have elected on 200 plus MLAs. For just example, 200 plus MLAs we have elected. Correct? Of these MLAs elect हो गए. Now thereafter should be some king of this area, and that king, for example, is known as CM, Chief Minister. So these MLAs together they are going to decide which one MLA will be the Chief Minister. Correct? So now Chief Minister is decided. Now Chief Minister is going to decide which of the MLAs they are going to support him in the work, that is minister. So see, CM is working for this state. Same we are going to do CM for this state also. Same for CM for this state also. Same CM for, so there are multiple CMs are there. 28 states are there. How many CMs will be there then? 28 CMs will be there or not? So अब सोचो, PM basically nothing but he is having this empire. So he is not a king basically. Correct? King तो आप इनको बोल सकते हो ना. Correct? This Chandragupta Maurya, entire kingdom. So this is the entire kingdom is with Prime Minister Modi. He is the Prime Minister. And small छोटा king कौन सा है? State में CM है. So basically we are having two level पे government. One is for entire country, another at the level of state. See, they take care of different area subject, and Prime Minister Modi will going to take care of different area subjects. ऐसा नहीं होगी, both are working for the same area. Like Modi will going to work for the external affairs. If we need to talk with Canada or not, who will decide this? Modi only PM, not CM. CM will going to decide education, CM will decide healthcare, CM will decide the land, but currency कौन डिसाइड करेगा? PM. तो सबका देखो एरिया अलग है कि नहीं? So that means we are having two level पे government. One is at the central level और इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं union level, correct? And another level we are having is state. Different states are there. So we are having two tier government. इसको आप टायर 1 सिटी बोल दो, इसको टायर 2 सिटी बोल दो. Like Bengaluru is tier 1 city, Mysuru is tier 2 city. So two different level पे we are having government. One for the entire country, one for the region. Correct or not? This governance structure is known as federal form of government. Clear हुआ? So federal form of government means when you are having a two level of government. क्या? Yes, yes. So Vidhan Sabha se MLA, like example, recently Karnataka elections happened. That was election of the Vidhan Sabha only. So who won for the elections? Voters, we only. We were the voters there or not? Correct? Clear हुआ कि नहीं? Then they elected the CM. So this two tier government, जहाँ पे एक central level one government, state level another government is there. This form of government is known as federal form of government. अभी क्लियर हो गया? फेडरल फॉर्म गवर्नमेंट एकदम दिमाग में रहेगा. फेडरल मींस टू लेवल, वन सेंट्रल, अनदर इज स्टेट लेवल. क्लियर? Then, so last time already you must have participated in the elections of MLA only, correct? In 2024 again we are going to participate in the elections of MPs. Clear? अब पक्का वोट देना, ठीक है? So belongs to Maharashtra. You from here only. You Kerala. Kerala me from where? Okay. You Bangalore only. Huh? Ramnagara. Okay. You Tamil Nadu where? Salem. Nearby only. Dindikal. Biryani. Andhra Pradesh where? Tirupati. Very good. You Bangalore only. Okay. You Andhra Pradesh where? इंदुपुर. ओके ओके. नो ओके, दैट कम आंध्र प्रदेश और नॉर्थ में चला जाता है ना इंदुपुर. ओके 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 ओके. यू फ्रॉम कडप्पा. लॉट ऑफ माइंस आर देयर. ठीक है, आयरन माइंस. एंड यू बेंगलोर. यू नागपुर महाराष्ट्र फ्रॉम RSS. ओके. यू बेंगलोर. यू Bangalore. Okay, great. So basically Maharashtra only in south, correct? South of Vindhyas. North of Vindhya you visited or not? Ever you visited north of Vindhya? That means Gujarat, Maharashtra. जानते हो? ठीक है. Okay. So that is how वहाँ पे भी same type of government is there. ठीक है? So federal form of government you understood? ऐसे होता है कि unitary form of government. Unitary form of government क्या होता है? When we are not having this level government. If for example मोदी को लगे नहीं, I will be the king now for entire empire, no should be the CM. CM is not there now. So Modi is going to take care for entire India. That government will be known as unitary form of government. Clear? When we are not having this government, only this government is there, only one level government. This government is known as unitary form of government. Clear? Unitary form of government. So you should be completely political neutral also till the exam. After that, you join any political party, correct? And don't waste time in politics. Okay, who is right, who is wrong? Don't waste it. Make joke fun on everyone. Make fun on everyone. Okay, you will get here. I will going to make fun on everyone. At least I will get happy, some happy moment. Correct? If, for example, you actually start following one political leader, problem is this: if any other person is going to say any bad things about that person, you will feel bad. You will going to also reply in very anger mood. Ultimately, you are losing the productivity. Correct? If, for example, I start praising Rahul Gandhi or Narendra Modi, and you are not feeling good about it, you are also going to become anger. Say neither Modi is paying me nor Rahul Gandhi is paying me. Still, I am fighting with my friends. Correct or not? Clear है कि नहीं? If they pay me 15,000 or 20,000 rupees, मैं अपने शर्ट पे उनका नाम लिखवा दूंगा. Correct? They are not paying me. Still, actually, I am just praising them every time, and then we are losing friend. One more important thing of the politics is you lost your friend, and whenever you need, Modi will not come, Rahul Gandhi will not come. Who will come? Your friends only. That is the reason is just make jokes. Correct? Or otherwise, till the exam, stay away from the politics so that you can write a better answer. Otherwise, क्या हो जाएगा कि आप आंसर लिखोगे ना, in your mind always will be there कि BJP has done some good, Congress has done some good, Aam Aadmi Party has something good. So your answer will be biased. You will not able to write a proper answer. Once you clear the exam, you join any political party also. You actually take a ticket also. Correct? बन जाओ MLA, MP. That is much better. Correct? Right now, IAS, IPS, they are doing or not? Like one IAS, he's actually taken a VRS, OP Chaudhary from Chhattisgarh. Yesterday, he was given a ticket for MLA. He was going to contest elections there. That you do after like, this selection. उसके बाद आप चाहे saffron कपड़ा पहनो या green पहनो या white पहनो, it is you only. My task is till the exam. Correct? Because our main motto is to clear the exam. That's it. Clear है कि नहीं? Okay, so unitary form of government done. Unitary form of government is यहाँ पे only one level government is there, no state level government is there. Example of unitary form of government: United Kingdom, UK. UK is one country that is having a unitary form of government. That means in UK you will not get a state level government. Correct? जैसे आप UK आपको कैसा दिखेगा? जैसे so for example, this is England. Just for example, England, just Wales, Scotland, and Northern Ireland. This is all entire is UK. हम लोग इंग्लैंड बोलते हैं sometimes. So England is just part of UK. जैसे आप इंडिया को उत्तर प्रदेश बोलने लगो. But आपको पता है इंडिया is not उत्तर प्रदेश. उत्तर प्रदेश is just one state. Same England is just a one island there. Correct? One island is this England. और क्या बोलते हैं? यूनाइटेड किंगडम बोलते हैं. और कुछ बोलते हैं इसको? ग्रेट ब्रिटेन भी बोलते हैं ना, ब्रिटेन. So this part together, except Northern Ireland, it is known as, for example, Britain. But if you take entire things together, it will be known as United Kingdom. Clear है? इसलिए आता है प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ यूके. हम नहीं बोलते प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ ब्रिटेन. प्राइम मिनिस्टर ब्रिटेन मतलब आप यू आर नॉट टेकिंग दिस नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड टू पिक्चर. दिस इज वेल्स. करेक्ट? क्रिकेट वगैरह खेलते हैं. दिस इज नॉर्दर्न आयरलैंड. दिस इज नॉट ए कंट्री. दिस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ यूके ओनली. एक है आयरलैंड. दैट आयरलैंड इज इंडिपेंडेंट कंट्री है. This is Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland. This is a part of UK only. So UK total how many islands are there? 4. Wales, England, and Scotland and Northern Ireland. Clear है? So यहाँ पे you are not having a state level पे government. You are not having. You are having basically a unitary form of government. But in India, federal form of government. And in USA, federal form of government. Correct? Because वहाँ पे भी at the second level government is there. पाकिस्तान बोलो उनके तो सेंट्रल पे भी नहीं है. Correct? So they are also federal basically. Correct? नेपाल फेडरल. जो भी कंट्री बिग कंट्री होगा बड़ा है, जो भी बिग कंट्री होगा दे आर हैविंग ऑलवेज फेडरल गवर्नमेंट बिकॉज दे कैन नॉट टेक केयर ऑफ थिंग्स इजीली. लाइक नेपाल आल्सो फेडरल ओनली बिकॉज ऑफ दिस रीजन. तो जहां पे फॉर एग्जांपल लैंग्वेज गोइंग टू चेंज, कल्चर इज गोइंग टू चेंज, कंट्रीज आर डिफरेंट, सो वन मेंबर कैन नॉट एक्चुअली. सऊदी दिस इज डिफरेंट, उनके यहाँ तो इलेक्टेड और वो सब है ही नहीं. So they are, we are not going to talk about Middle East countries because Middle East countries are not elected government at all. So वहाँ पे तो still they are running just like a Chandragupta Maurya time. So that is the reason वहाँ पे federal और इसका question ही नहीं है. Correct? Because they are not having elected government at all. Clear?
All a nation as a under a state, they were state colonies.
They are also a state because government is there. I told you government means doesn't mean elected or not elected. Even monarchy is there, still it is a government only. Like example, ancient India. So ancient India, Chandragupta Maurya was there or not? Correct. So at that time, government was there or not? Government was there. So even though Chandragupta Maurya was elected, no, but state government was there. So government, only thing is government should be there. Whether government is elected or not, that doesn't matter. So Saudi Arabia, Middle East countries, government is there, yes. Whether it is elected or not, that is not question here. Question is only then government is there or not. आपके घर में भी गवर्नमेंट है कि नहीं? आपके फादर और मदर की चलती है ना? whether they are elected? No. गवर्नमेंट है? Yes. गवर्नमेंट में जिसके अंदर पैसा हो. Correct? Without money you cannot run the government. Correct? आपके घर में भी if you start earning good money, जैसे right now you are not become IAS, you do intercaste marriage, your family will not accept you. Correct? But once you became IAS, correct? Once you became celebrity, then you do intercaste marriage. Oh, he is inspiration. Correct? Correct? It is all about money. Clear? तो इसलिए पहले करना है IAS, बाद में प्यार मोहब्बत. करेक्ट? नहीं तो उसका कोई वैल्यू नहीं है. ठीक है? So this England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, they are having unitary form of government. Clear? And federal form of government, when second level of government is there. We are having a third level also, local government, municipalities. Correct? So this is third level, but this we are not considering into federal because this third level is comes under the state only. See, third level directly comes under the state. That means the state is controlling it. See, when we say union and state, this state is not controlled by the union. The state is getting power from the constitution. Union is also getting power from the constitution. So both are getting power from one book only, that is Samvidhan, constitution. But जो local level, that is municipality or local panchayat, they are getting power from the state only. They are not getting full power from the constitution. इसलिए it is not right to call we are having a 3-tier of government. The third tier, it is just subordinate to the second tier only. We will cover that things later. इतना clear कर लो. Federal form government क्या हो गया? 2-tier government, center and state, unitary, only one, that is center only. Clear this? और ये government का form समझ में आ गया? From where PM is coming, from where CM is coming, why we are having MLA, why we are having MP. See, like example, this is Bengaluru. अब example ले लो, this is Bengaluru. ठीक है? In Bangalore, there are many MLAs are there. Like in total in Bangalore, we are having a 28 MLAs around 28 MLAs in Bangalore, entire Bangalore. 28 MLAs are there. So that means 28 areas will be created. Different part. 28, right? But how many MPs are there in Bangalore? Total 3 members of parliaments are there. So that means who is representing more population, MP or MLA? मतलब हमको कंपेयर करना है 1 MP और 1 MLA में कौन बड़ा है? MP बिग है, क्योंकि 1 MP जो है 1 MP it is having population equal to 9 MLAs, correct? जितने एरिया को 9 MLA is going to represent, उतने एरिया में फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर हैविंग ए 1 MP लाइक सदर्न बेंगलोर. तो साउथ बेंगलुरु को अगर देखा तो ओनली 1 MP is there, but total for example 8 MLAs are there. That means simple है कि MP actually represents large population compared to MLA. Correct है कि नहीं? Whenever you want to actually ask anything from the central government, कोई आपका काम है that is related to the central government, you will visit MLA or MP? MP. Whenever you have anyone that is related to chief minister, you will visit to the MLA. Simple. Clear है कि नहीं? जैसे फॉर एग्जाम्पल यू नीड टू गेट एन एडमिशन इन एम्स, मतलब एडमिशन इन द सेंस आपको सर्जरी कुछ करवाना है, कुछ नहीं मिल रहा है बिकॉज वहाँ पे इट इज वेटिंग लिस्ट 6 months एंड यू नीड टू टॉक टू द हेल्थ मिनिस्टर, सो यू विल गो टू द MP. करेक्ट? क्लियर है? और फॉर एग्जाम्पल योर लोकल इश्यूज लाइक पुलिस रिलेटेड इश्यूज आर देयर, so you will visit to the MLA. Simple. So their work is different. Clear है? So any doubt till now? अभी अब clear हो गया picture why we are having MLA, why we are having MP. So sometimes you got confused why we are having 2 guys. One guy is was more than enough because of message is different. One guy will send a message to Delhi, another guy will send message to the Bangalore. Simple. अब आते हैं कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन. So because already we have covered, we are having a 3 organs of the state, right? We are having a 3 organs of the state. So अभी difference आपको सब पता चल गया? Difference between state legislative assembly and Lok Sabha. Done. Vidhan Sabha and this Lok Sabha difference already are aware. Okay, unitary form government, any problem? Unitary form government means यहाँ पे only one level government is there for entire country, that is known as unitary form of government. Now comes to the constitution. So what is constitution basically is? So we are having a 3 organs of the state. It may be possible these organs, they can actually enter into the territory of others also, like executive start making the law, correct? Legislature start interpreting the law. It may be possible or not. So we need to set some rules. What executive need to do, what are the limitations of the executive, what is the limitation of the judiciary, what is the duties of the legislature, what is the limitations. These things we need to mention somewhere. This is nothing but constitution. Constitution basically define the limit of various organs of the state. Number 1, what constitution does? Define the limits and authorities of various organs of the state. This is one thing done by the constitution. Clear? Second work of constitution is to provide the rights to the people. To provide the rights to the people. The peoples are getting right from the constitution only. Now one more thing. We have covered a written constitution and unwritten constitution. 2 types of constitution is there, written and unwritten. अभी है क्या? For example, in your family, correct? If you are living in the family, Everyone is having some rules. For example, father has set his own rules, mother also set her own rules, grandparents are there, they have set, younger सभी ने rules set किए ना, and we actually respect those rules also. Mother ने बोला this thing you need to keep here only, we are expecting. Your father said that before 10 p.m. you need to be inside the house, we are following it. अगर हम सोचे 10 minute 10:30 पे तो क्या हो जाएगा? We will not be in the jail. जेल हो जाएगा क्या? नहीं, थप्पड़ पड़ेगा, that's it. Correct? So that means these rules we are following are set up by all these people. But suppose number any confusions happen. If mother says something and father says something and there is a conflict. Now, which rules we need to follow now? Father says something and mother says something. अब कौन सा rule follow करना है? Dispute हुआ. अब that dispute who will going to resolve? No one is there. Grandparents, if they are alive, then they only can do. That's it. Correct? Now, if suppose example आपने ये किया कि okay, you do one thing, you have taken whatever the rules father has said, you have written those rules in one book. Then mother को बोला next page में you also write the rules. And सबको बोला everyone write rule in this particular book, only one book. And जो भी conflict है, you have removed the conflict and then said this is the final rule. And that book we have kept in the living room. And now if any confusions happened, now you will go to the grandparents or to the book. This book is nothing but constitution, because now you have codified the rules in one book. This is what written constitution. When book was not there, then you are following unwritten. समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? So written constitution is nothing but a codified book, actually. A codified, correct? Codified book है, that is a codified book. यहाँ पे everything is mentioned in the same book, that is known as written constitution. But in case of unwritten, these will not be mentioned in single codified book. So this is compiled version, right? This is nothing but compiled version, compiled in one single book. This is not a compiled version, correct? यहाँ पे क्या होगा? Judiciary is having its own rule. यहाँ पे जो mother father लगा है, example यहाँ पे हो गया executive, judiciary and legislature, correct? यहाँ judiciary having its own rules, executive having its own rules, and legislature will be having own rules, correct? And everyone respecting each other's rules. But if they codify in one single book, it is known as written constitution. So example of written constitution, India. इंडिया है, यूएसए, correct? Unwritten example, UK, New Zealand, or now tell me, in which type of country definitely you will be having a written constitution? Definitely federal form of government and unitary form of government, where you definitely will be federal, because two persons are there, central and state, dispute may be possible there. But unitary में क्या है कि you are alone there, whatever power is there it also belongs to you, whatever not there it also not belongs to you. Simple है कि नहीं? The example, if you are living alone in room, अगर आपने ऐसे room लिया है, you are living alone in that particular room, अब क्या खर्चा कर रहे हो, क्या नहीं कर रहे हो, you need not to note down anything. लिखना है नहीं, जो है वो आपका है, नहीं है वो भी आपका है. Suppose you are living with your friend, अब आप नोट करोगे कि नहीं? आज मैंने आपको नाश्ता कराया है, कल तुम कराओगे, करेक्ट? होगा कि नहीं? नोट पूरा 1 month बाद हिसाब होगा, 100 rupees have to return me, correct? So that is a federal form of government. So you are writing everything. Otherwise, after 1 month, your friend will not going to accept your argument. No, आप झूठ बोल रहे हो, correct? नहीं झूठ बोले, so that I have mentioned there. This is nothing but written or not. सिंगल रहोगे तो अनरिटन में भी काम चल जाएगा, यू हैव नो इशू अबाउट इट, करेक्ट. सो दैट इज सेम, बिकॉज यूके एग्जांपल आई हैव गिवन, बिकॉज यूके इज ए यूनिटरी फॉर्म गवर्नमेंट, सो इंटायर पावर बिलोंग्स टू यू ओनली. दैट इज द रीजन इज वहां पे क्या होगा, दिस अनरिटन ओनली. न्यूजीलैंड आल्सो स्मॉल कंट्री, करेक्ट. जो स्मॉल कंट्रीज एंड यूनिटरी फॉर्म गवर्नमेंट इज देयर, वहां पे अनरिटन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन से वी कैन हैव वर्क. सम कंट्रीज हैविंग बोथ written as well as unwritten both. ये क्या होता है unwritten both? कि some part is written, some part is not written. Example, like example you can take Canada or even Australia. These are मतलब both they are having written as well as written both. Clear this? Small countries में उतना problem like New Zealand. कितना बड़ा country है, बहुत छोटा सा, मुंह में सुपारी, right? Very small country है. So वहां पे no that much of problems will not happen. Easily we can sort it out problems with the unwritten constitution also. So now clear हो गया picture, written and unwritten. Federal form of government, then definitely it will be a written or unwritten? Written only. Say unitary में you can have written, definitely you can have unwritten also, but federal में it must be written only. In federal, you cannot run without written constitution, because if any dispute happened, you have to actually go with any source. That source will be the written constitution. Clear? Abhi? So federal 100% written, unitary written as well as unwritten, both are possible. Correct? You see, one term is there. इसको बोलते हैं constitutionalism. Constitutionalism. संवैधानिकता, करेक्ट. हिंदी में बताया है, करेक्ट. संविधान, संवैधानिकता, that is constitutionalism. So what is constitutionalism basically is? Constitutionalism means there is a rule of law. Instead of rule of men, it is a rule of law. That means limited authority. Correct? It means limited authority. Authority is very limited. That means government is not having unlimited authority. So Prime Minister is having unlimited authority. If Prime Minister comes and slap you, you can file FIR or not? At least in paper, not in reality. But paper में तो है ही, yes, we can file FIR against Prime Minister also. Prime Minister also can go to the jail. Correct or not? So that means they are having a limited authority. That means there is a rule of law is there. Correct? So that is known as constitutionalism. Meaning of constitutionalism means there must be a rule of law, not rule of men, not rule of PM, not rule of CM, correct? Not rule of politicians. It is rule of law only. No matter how big you are, everyone comes under the law only. Clear hai ki nahi? That is constitutionalism, rule of law and limited authority. Correct? Clear? Now, India mein we are having a constitutionalism or not? Tell me. Yes, it is there. Indian constitutionalism is there. See, for constitutionalism, constitution definitely should be there or not? Or without constitution also, constitutionalism is possible. See, constitution किसने लिखा? हम लोगों ने लिखा ना. People are going to write it. If suppose in the constitution I am going to write every power belongs to me only. Whatever I am going to decide, it is a final word only. Even though it is a constitution, but it is not a limited authority. Correct or not? If, for example, if I am going to write a constitution, in that constitution, I am going to write that Prime Minister will be having a final authority. Whatever Prime Minister is going to say, it is a final word. No one can question the Prime Minister. Prime Minister can never go to the jail. No criminal proceedings can be against Prime Minister. This is what I have mentioned in the Constitution. So Constitution is there? Yes. But Constitution is there? No. So that is the reason is Constitution is not a necessity to have a constitutionalism. Clear or clear? Constitution is not a necessary condition to have a constitutionalism. Constitution is not a necessary condition to have a constitutionalism. Any doubt? It is clear. Next is, so those countries who are having, like example, Middle East countries, like Saudi Arabia, okay, other Middle, like Qatar, whether they are having a constitution, they are also having a constitution, correct? But whether constitutionalism is there, no, it is not there. Clear? Rule of law is not proper there. Limited authority is not proper there, correct? Even though constitution is there, they used to call that green book. Name is different, but they used to call it green book. But constitutionalism is not there. UK, UK is having a written constitution. No, but in UK, constitutionalism is there or not? It is there. Limited authority is there, yes. Rule of law is there, yes. So constitution is not a necessary condition. Then what is a necessary condition to have a constitutionalism? It is a democracy. If a country is a democratic means when government is always elected. Government is always the elected government. When people are going to elect the government, in such government, definitely you will be having a rule of law. Because if, for example, I am getting elected from you, 5 years I am in the power. If I am not following rule of law, if I am misusing my authority, when after 5 years election will happen, whether you are going to give vote me? No. Correct? I will be removed. So I always will be having this fear in my mind. If I misuse the power, if I am not following rule of law, the next time people are not going to vote me. So now I definitely need to follow the rules, correct or not? So that is what is constitutionalism. So necessary condition for a constitutionalism is democracy. अब मैंने जो country बोले, like India, democracy is there, constitutionalism is also there. UK, democracy is there, democracy है वहाँ पे, correct? PM is elected only. But Middle East countries, democracy is there? No. So constitutionalism is there? No. Correct? So democracy is important. Clear? Now this constitutionalism is there for what purpose? Limited authority. So that people can enjoy their rights. It is there so individual can enjoy rights. Correct? If individuals are able to enjoy the rights, that means it is because of constitutionalism. So main purpose of constitutionalism is to restrict the state's authority. Main purpose of constitutionalism is to restrict the state's authority so that individuals can enjoy the rights. To restrict the state's authority so that individuals can enjoy the rights. Clear अभी? Any doubt till now? कोई क्वेश्चन आपके मन में? Any question, any doubt? No? Okay. Next is now how this constitution book looks like. So it looks like another book only. Like example, this is the constitution. If you read any book like चेतन भगत तो पढ़े होगे, अब बंद कर दिया बोले इतना अच्छी बात है, ठीक है. So in that book, if you read any book, first page में क्या लिखा होता है? Preface. Right? First page is mentioned preface. Same in the constitution also we are having preface, that is called as preamble. Right? Preface means basically first introduction. First time you are going to face that book. So preface is that, for example, if you want to purchase a book, you are in the airport, correct, and you want to purchase that book, immediately what will you do? You are not going to be able to read entire book. Just read the preface. You will understand the story behind it. Same preamble will going to tell that information. So preamble basically it is nothing but first introduction. Right? It is going to provide you philosophy and values of the constitution. Philosophies and values of the constitution. Correct? So any doubt till now? Preface done, preamble. Next, when you actually again change the book, sorry, when you move book, so book is suppose a big book, so that book will be divided into different parts, part 1, part 2, part 3. Same constitution will be divided into different parts. Original constitution was having total 22 parts. Original constitution was having total 22 parts. Correct? Now in that different parts, for example, if you read these different parts, for example, if you are having book like part 1, part 2, part 3 books, correct? Up in the different parts, they are going to discuss various stories. जैसे for example, if you are reading a book, जैसे आपने open किया, you will see the preface, then you paste उसमें part 1. Then part 1 में they are going to tell about some stories. Then if you move around 10 pages, then part 2 will come, for example. So part 2 and part 1 story should be different or same? Because it should be different only, because if it is same, then why you divide it into different parts? The story should be different or not? Same way they have done here also. After when you go to the parts, you will get articles. Articles. How it will looks like, for example? Like example, just take it. Like total 22 parts are there. Like this is part 1. Correct? This is part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. ऐसे करके 22 parts are there. When you read this part 1 in the constitution, you will get article numbers. Article number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Correct? These article 1, 2, 3, 4, they should speak about single story, single subjects. Then only they should be clubbed in single part. Correct? Same way when you part 2. Part 2 is going to talk about article number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All these articles, they also should say talk about only single story. So see, this article 1, 2, 3, 4, they talks about union and its territories. Part 1 talks about union and its territories. And part 2 talks about citizenship. Only about citizenship, nothing. Then move part 3, for example. Article number start 12, 13, and it will go to 35. they talk only about fundamental right. They talk about only citizenship, and they talk about union its territories. Correct? जैसे आप मूव करोगे पार्ट 4 फॉर एग्जाम्पल, पार्ट 4 टॉक्ड अबाउट डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द स्टेट पॉलिसी, डायरेक्टिव प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द स्टेट पॉलिसी. यहाँ पे होगा आर्टिकल नंबर 36 से लेके इट विल गो टू 51. समझ में आ गया? So that is how parts are divided. It is not compulsory कि in every part article number should be same number. No. यहाँ पे only 4 है. यहाँ पे 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 article numbers आ गया. यहाँ पे और भी ज्यादा आ गया 12 to 35. So article numbers number will be different or not. जैसे आप मूव करते जाओगे, if you move from here till part 22, जैसे आप मूव हुए and you reach to the part 22, correct? The last article will come 395. Last article number क्या आ जाएगा? 395. So total how many articles are there? 395. Total how many parts are there? 22. Correct? So total parts are 22. Total article numbers are 390. I am talking about original constitution when it was framed. 395. Clear? This much clear अभी? Picture एकदम more clear हुआ? समझ में आ रहा है? You are able to imagine these things? Yes. Again, right now I'm not just I'm just giving examples. No need to remember all the 22 parts name right now. Correct? I'm just giving example. That is the reason. First example: union, citizenship, fundamental rights, DPSP. And there is अभी fifth union आ जाएगा. This is union, then judiciary, then state high courts. This is how parts will move. Correct? Now, for example, they have made this constitution in 1949, and today is 2023. Correct? Now, what at that time, 1949 के time पे, you will not be there. Correct? Your father may not be there also. Who will be their grandfathers, grandparents? अब grandparents' aspiration, requirement will be different compared to you or will be same only? Different. उनको चाहिए था क्या? रोटी कपड़ा और मकान. आपको चाहिए था क्या? iPhone 15 Pro Max. Different है कि नहीं? So since your requirement is different, then constitution also need to be changed or not? Something change need to be there or not? Complexity of the government increase or not? पहले गवर्नमेंट कितना था? रेवेन्यू कलेक्ट किया, रोड बना दिया, गवर्नमेंट फिनिश. अभी गवर्नमेंट नीड टू टेक केयर ऑफ योर आईफोन ऑल्सो. साइबर अटैक तो नहीं हो गया? टेक केयर ऑफ प्राइवेसी ऑल्सो. पहले के टाइम में कोई प्राइवेसी थी? नहीं थी. करेक्ट? बट राइट नाउ राइट टू प्राइवेसी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट. So that is the reason complexity has been increased. We need to add some article numbers. That is called as amendment of the constitution. Amendment. Correct? Amendment means simple. The meaning of the term amendment is, yes, adding something. Amendment means adding something, removing को बोलते हैं repeal और delete और even change sentence. आप कुछ भी करो, whatever you do with the constitution, if you are going to make any changes compared to the previous one, it is called as amendment. For example, if you want to put just full stop there, that also considered as amendment only. If you want to replace the term will and you want to replace by shall, you have to do amendment. Clear hai ki nahi? If suppose example earlier in any sentence in the article number the term mentioned is will, there will be aisa karke, now you want to know will is not, it should be there shall be. Then whenever you want to change there will be into there shall be, then it is required amendment. Usko kya bolenge? Amendment. Amendment means any changes you are going to make in the constitution, it is called as amendment. Clear? Now what will happen It may be possible you require new parts. Total parts, how many were there? 22. But you think no, we require one more new part because this part is completely different story, different subject. We cannot add already in the existing part. So you want to add something new. For example, you want to add fundamental duties, right? A fundamental duty as a subject is not available anywhere. It is completely a new story and new subject, correct? So you have to create a new part only. So you have added there part 4A. Add कर दिया आपने क्या? Part 4A. In between 4, 4A and 5. So 4 and 5 के between आ गया 4A. 4.5 तो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. तो निकलेगा 4A. कैपिटल A लगा दिया. This is a new part now. Correct? As for example, part 9 आ गया. Part 9 is already there. Part 9 is already there. Then they have added part 9A. Extra add कर दिया कि नहीं? Correct or not? So these type of different parts can be added. अब in parts के अंदर you need to mention article number also. ऐसा तो नहीं कि without article number you just add the part. You have to add article numbers also. Correct? So this is how we have done now total 25 parts. कितना parts हो गया अभी? Total 25. Earlier how much? 22. How many added now? 3. Total is 25. So currently we are having total. Yes. In between articles also I will going to add now. इतना clear हुआ कि नहीं? So total parts are 25 right now. Now we have to add article numbers also. Like when you added part 4A, total article number यहाँ कितना था? 51. और part 5 में जब start करोगे story, then start with 52. लेकिन you have added part 4A in between, तो already 51 गया, 52 गया. In between one article number you have to add. You cannot add 396 here. अच्छा नहीं लगेगा ना? So what you have done is you have added A. Correct? Same way, like example, you want to add new fundamental right. You want to add new fundamental right. So fundamental right parts कौन सा था? Which was fundamental right part? 3. You want to add right to education is a fundamental right. Right to education for children between the age 6 to 14 years, it is a fundamental right. But this fundamental right earlier it was not existed. So we need to add new fundamental right. So where we need to add here? So in part 3 only, either we can add as a 35A, because 36 already here. If you add here 35, then you cannot do 36, 37. No, you have to do 35 capital A, or you can add in between also. So उन्होंने क्या किया? There is already article 21 was there, article 22 was there. So right to education जो है आपका, this is very a right to life की तरह important right है ना. So they have added between a 21A. So this is the right to education now. Correct? समझ में आ गया? Same they have added more. Like example fourth में they have added like 39A. They added 48A. Correct? Same they added article 323A, 323B. Same they added article number 240. जो part 9 है, part 9A. यहाँ पे they have added again कौन से? 243A, 243B और करते करते 243C till 243Z पूरा अल्फाबेट लिख लिए, खत्म हो गया. लेकिन still they want to add more. So when we started again 243ZA, 243ZB. This is how it will go to ZC, ZD, ZE, ZG तक चला गया. Correct? Again more article numbers added or not? But last number still it is a 395. Last number अभी भी क्या है? 395. We are not having any article number with number 396 or 397, 398. Article कितना है? Only till 395. But if we add total article now, total, it will be 395 or more. more. For example, we are having 470 plus article right now. For 470. So 470 कहाँ से हो गए? Because we have varied in between only. Correct है कि नहीं? Yeah? No, there is no number 396. Yes, no. So 22 only. वहाँ पे no part is part 23. क्योंकि वो बीच में कर दिया part 4A, part 9A. There is no part that with name part 23, 24, 25. No. There is no article number with 396. Just for example, if you go to the interview, question पूछ लिया, okay, you know constitution? Yes. Tell me article number 397. आप सोचने लगे, no sir, मुझे याद ही नहीं है. बस होगा तब ना याद होगा. Correct? They are just trying to just ask this question whether you're aware about it or not. Simple thing. There is no article number after 395. इसमें याद क्या करना है? No need to remember. But आप वहां पे पूछ रहे हो, नहीं सर आई मैं भूल गया हूँ, घर जाके पढ़ूंगा. जाके क्या पढ़ोगे? है ही नहीं. करवा ली बेइज्जती. करेक्ट? तो वो इंपॉर्टेंट है कि there is no article with 396, there is no article 397. In between only we have added so many article numbers, and because of that we are having total article number is 470 plus. Clear this? Any doubt till now?
Excuse me, sir. So I have a doubt in the committee which reviews the duplication of articles.
Come again, actually, what is the doubt?
अगर हम लोग amendments कर रहे हैं तो there has to be a certain committee जो check करते हैं ना, जो whether है ना one article does not refute with the other article which is being made. ऐसा कोई conflict नहीं होना चाहिए कि ये जो new article बनाया गया है उसके जो changes हैं वो previous article के words को contradict करें. So do civil servants have a role there? Yeah, how is it?
See, if any conflict is coming, correct? Entire this authority or entire competent authority is judiciary only. Correct? If any article number you are going to add, if it is a conflict is there, basically whenever you are going to add article, there will be no conflict. Conflict will come only when you add article numbers. Two articles now came, and two articles are going to conflict with each other, against each other only. One say X, other say Y. So which actually interpretation you take, that will be decided by the judiciary only. Or it may be possible like कोई article number like article number 21A. 21A, one article itself is providing two different interpretations. Two different interpretations. For example, one interpretation say Z and one interpretation say Y. Of which interpretation we need to accept? Then it will be done by the judiciary only. यहाँ पे judiciary take the help of preamble, क्योंकि preamble provides the philosophy and value of the constitution. So whichever the interpretation is more closer to the preamble, that interpretation will be considered as right interpretation. Clear this? Preamble क्या है? Preamble provide the philosophy. Preamble provide the values of the constitution. So ultimate aim of the constitution क्या है? To achieve that philosophy, to achieve those values only. So whenever any conflict will come in any article number regarding their interpretations, we take help of the preamble. Correct? This thing we will cover in chapter number preamble only. Right now, today's intro class only. Correct? Even tomorrow also. Tomorrow is the class. Tomorrow also intro class only. That's it. This is clear. So total article numbers right now is 470 plus. Again, no need to remember this total number. It may change. Correct? Only thing is there is no article number with 396 or 397. Now, it may be possible, still they are not able to write everything there. Like example, if you read Lakshmikant. So Lakshmikant, if you see, if you go to the last, in the last you will get them mentioned appendix or not. Mention क्या है ना? List of different Chief Justice of India, list of Election Commission of India, list of CAG. Correct? Because they are not able to mention those things in the normal other chapters. Same way, some of the things we cannot add in detail in these article numbers. So we have added these things in separately, that is called as schedule. It is called as schedule. So in constitution, at the last we have added the schedule. Correct? In original constitution, we were having total 8 schedule. In original constitution, we were having a total 8 schedule. And right now we are having total 12 schedule. Correct? Right now we are having total 12 schedule. Yes. Yes. Schedule means just list, appendix, extra things. That's it. अब यहाँ पे उन्होंने ये नहीं किया. जैसे एग्जाम्पल मेरा शेड्यूल नंबर 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. यहाँ पे they could have done 6A 7A. यहाँ पे they have not done this thing. यहाँ पे they have done 9 10 11 and 12. They have not put capital A capital B this time. उनके पास स्पेस था. They can add at the last. Clear this? And they have nothing to do with the previous schedules. No connection there. That is the reason they have added separately 9, 10, 11 and 12. So total 12 schedules we are having right now. Clear abhi? Koi doubt till now? Next is. So this amendment term is there. Correct? For example, if any changes you are going to do today, आज आपने कोई change किया, first time you are going to change the constitution, it will be considered as first amendment of the constitution. Tomorrow again you are going to change the constitution, it is called as second amendment. ऐसे ही आप करोगे third, fourth, fifth, sixth, you will continue. Even today also you are doing lot of amendment. So that is the reason is amendment numbers are also important, especially for the exam. So total amendments already had been done 105. 105 amendments has been taken place till now, total, correct? So for example, 100th amendment, 101 amendment, 102 amendment, 103, this is how we have done. Clear hai? So amendment number is important. But whether each amendment number is important for exam, answer is no. Only few amendment numbers are important. Few only. We will cover chapter by chapter those amendments. Clear hua ki nahi? Now, how to amend the constitution? How to amend the constitution? See, to make changes, one thing, one term you must have covered constituent assembly. Constituent assembly means that assembly which is having a task to draft the constitution. Whichever the assembly which having a task to draft the constitution, it is called as constituent assembly. Like for example, today Prime Minister Modi को लगा कि old constitution is not good. Already we have built a new parliament, so now we require new constitution also. Correct? सब नया होना चाहिए. मोदी डायनेस्टी, राइट? ऐसा शुरू करना है तो क्या करेंगे कि whatever the present parliament is there, present parliament, that same present parliament we are going to convert into a constituent assembly, because present parliament is going to make a new constitution. Then present parliament is going to known as constituent assembly. If suppose example Prime Minister Modi has given the task to draft the new constitution to this parliament, then the same parliament will be known as constituent assembly. Once this work is over, then again it will be called as parliament only. Correct? So the work of constituent assembly is to draft the constitution. Once constitution is drafted, constitution implemented, then that constituent assembly will be dissolved. Clear, Abhi?
Right now, there is no particular person.
Yeah, there is no. No, I mean, because we do not require new constitution. So that is the reason we are not having constituent assembly also. इसलिए whenever you are going to read making of the constitution, जब आप पढ़ोगे ना making of the constitution, there you will going to read this term various times, constituent assembly, because that assembly was having a work to draft the constitution, इसलिए they used to call that constituent assembly, correct. Once after 26 November 1949 or after 26 January 1950, when this constitution came into effect, then there was no constituent assembly. Same constituent assembly is considered as then parliament, correct hai? So now comes to amendment. So when we say amendment, basically, so task of the amendment is with parliament. इसके पास है parliament. Only parliament can amend the constitution. Only parliament. ध्यान रखना. Only parliament can amend the constitution. No other. Clear है? State assembly has no right to amend the constitution. Only parliament has right to amend the constitution. Clear हुआ? अब parliament में कौन कौन है? लोक सभा है. That means these two bodies are having a right to amend the constitution or to change the constitution. Clear? And both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they need to clear the draft separately, not together. Lok Sabha will going to sit separately and Rajya Sabha sit separately. अब यहाँ पे क्या है, like Lok Sabha, there are two types of majorities there. One is called as simple majority. For example, one is called as simple majority. Simple majority means majority of present and voting. It means majority of present and voting. Majority of present and voting. Clear? Majority of present and voting. Correct. So now, next example, Lok Sabha total members are like 543. Total members are Lok Sabha is 543. Now, out of that 543, it may be possible 3 member seats are vacant. Vacant means no one is there to represent those seats. Either actually they have resigned or some death happened of the member of parliament. Something may be possible. So they are not there. So actually total how many member of parliaments are there? 540 member of parliaments are there. अब it is not necessary all 540 will going to visit the parliament. It may be possible, for example, 240 they are absent. 240 they are absent. So total how many present are there right now? 300 they are present. अब जो लोग those who are present in the parliament, जरूरी है कि all are going to vote. Some will not going to vote. For example, 150 they are not voting. Only 150 they are voting. Correct? So वो number वहां क्या लेना? Present and voting. So which is the number present and voting? 150 this present भी और vote भी कर रहे हैं. इसका maximum कितना होगा? Maximum. Majority का क्या होगा? What is the majority of 150? Majority का कैलकुलेट करना है क्या? Total number divide by 2. 50% plus 1 is majority. So this is 1 by 2 plus 1. कितना हो जाएगा? If 76 members say yes or no, bill is going to pass. Correct? Out of, if we give this same method for amendment of the constitution, it will be difficult or it will be very easy. Very easy. Because right now itself, BJP is having more than 300 MPs. एंड दिस 76 ओनली, क्या दिक्कत पड़ेगा, इनको बताओ ही नहीं कब लोकसभा है, ऑल आर इन देयर ओन पार्लियामेंट, ऑल जैसे जितने मेंबर है दे विल बी इन देयर ओन कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी, अपने पास इंटेलिजेंस है ही, हम बोले कल टुमारो इज द सेशन और टुडे आफ्टर 2 आवर्स देयर इज अ सेशन, अपने लोगों को बोल दिया पहले ही से, यू नीड टू बी हियर ओनली, दे आर इन दिल्ली, अदर्स आर नॉट इन दिल्ली, करेक्ट, अब बोल दिया आफ्टर 2 आवर्स देयर इज अ सेशन, दे आर नॉट एबल टू कम, एंड दोज हु आर कमिंग ट्रैफिक में रेड लाइट लगवा दिया, दे आर नॉट एबल टू विजिट द पार्लियामेंट, अपने लोग आए, दे हैव गिवन द वोट एंड दे हैव चेंज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन में लिख दिया दोज हु आर नॉट प्रेजेंट टुडे दे आर नो मोर मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट, करेक्ट, so we are able to hijack the constitution or not by this method, so that is the reason is by this method we do not amend the constitution, we pass a ordinary law there, ordinary law means other than constitution, other than constitution whatever work we do through this majority only, like example we need to pass a data protection law, so data protection law will be passed through this majority only, because that is not going to take away the rights of the people, राइट्स किसने दिए, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने, इफ राइट्स आर देयर इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन नो लॉ कैन टेक अवे राइट्स फ्रॉम द पीपल, क्लियर है, सो बाय दिस मेथड वी पास ऑर्डिनरी लॉ, क्या होते हैं ऑर्डिनरी लॉ, बाय सिंपल मेजॉरिटी वी पास ऑर्डिनरी लॉ, वी डू नॉट अमेंड द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, क्लियर दिस, इतना क्लियर हो, once it is passed here it will go to the Rajya Sabha also will going to pass in the same manner. Now what is special majority, next is special majority, it means two things, first is 2/3 of present and voting, and second thing is absolute majority, these two conditions should be fulfilled together only, correct. Now what is absolute majority, see absolute majority किसका चाहिए, if it is Lok Sabha then it is of 543, so what is the majority of 543, कितना है 273, magic number, whichever the political party is having 273 member of parliament support, that political party will be in the government only, so that is a majority of total 543, correct, so iska matlab whatever the number this is coming, but suppose this is coming x, this x value should be greater than or equal to 273, clear, so by this method this number is coming like x, x कैसे आएगा, अभी 1/2 नहीं हुआ, क्या होगा ये 2/3 of present and voting, if we do 2/3 of present and voting कितना आएगा वैल्यू, if we do 150 का 2/3, 100 is greater or equal to 273, 100 is equal to or greater than 273, no, so this method is not possible, so that means we need to increase the number of member of parliament present and voting, so now for example right now we are having total 543, out of that 3 seats are vacant, total are 540, correct, of that 40 seats are 40 they are absent, now total presents are 500, correct, and out of 500 for example there is a like is 5 कितना हो जाएगा around 1 कितना 98 they are basically not voting, total अभी कितना हो जा, they are voting, correct, इसका कितना करना है 2/3 करना है, इसका 2/3 करो, कितना आया वैल्यू कितनी आई 104, कितना आएगा ये This 202 is greater than or equal to 273? No. इसका मतलब still we are not able to amend the constitution. इसका मतलब again क्या करना पड़ेगा हमको? We need to increase the number. तो यहाँ पे इसको हटा देते हैं. आप कर देते हैं only 50 यार. 50. Only 50 are not voting. Total voting कितना हो गया अभी? 450. 450 का 2/3 करो. कितना आया? 300. This 300 is greater than or equal to 273 or not? Now constitution amended हुआ कि नहीं? Yes. So this method is easy or difficult now? Difficult. Now you have to amend here also. Same majority required where in the Rajya Sabha also. So it may be possible ruling party is having a majority in the Lok Sabha, but it is not compulsory they are having majority in the Rajya Sabha also. Rajya Sabha में जरूरी नहीं है ना कि they are having majority. Plus Lok Sabha में they are having majority, but Rajya Sabha में like BJP. Currently BJP is having majority where? Lok Sabha, but not in the Rajya Sabha. So if BJP want to amend the constitution, they require support of opposition party or not? The Rajya Sabha also. So without support of opposition, you cannot amend the constitution. Correct? So this method we are having to amend the constitution. Yes, where person खुद ही decide करेगा. Correct? Who can vote or who cannot vote? Like you are the member of parliament, you will decide whether you will vote or not. Yes, your party high command will say no, you have to come, you have to vote. Then you have to come in, you have to vote. Correct? Any doubt till now? So you have noted down the example. Example आप note कर लो. So example, you remove this thing. This thing. This example में number बताएगा आपका 450. That means 50 not voting and 450 voting. यही 450 का हो गया 2/3. Clear? So this is the process to amend the constitution, correct? And Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both need to amend the constitution separately, not together. Correct? Separately, they need to amend the constitution. Clear? And state government, that is state government or state legislature, Vidhan Sabha, they are not having any role in the amendment of the constitution. Clear? Now, next is we are covering basically Some features in the constitution we are having federal feature. Some we are having that is called as federal and then unitary feature. So what is the difference between this federal and unitary features? Federal feature means that feature of the constitution which is helpful for the state government, where state government's interest is involved. Correct? And unitary feature means where state governments has no role there. All things are under control of the union government only. That is known as unitary feature. Example, written constitution. Where it will come? Written constitution. Federal, because it is helpful for the state government. If any dispute happened in the power, then state government can approach to the court. So court is going to read that written constitution, and court will going to resolve the issue easily. If written constitution is not there, then court will not be able to resolve the issue. So you can write written constitution this side, federal feature. Correct? So written comes under federal side. Correct? Single constitution. Single means only union is having constitution, not the state government. Where it will come? Yes. Unitary feature. Yes. Single constitution will come under unitary feature. Yes, exactly. Clear? Single constitution will come under unitary. Like example, if we see USA, states are also having their own constitution. The states are having its own constitution, but India mein only union government is having its own constitution. States are not having its own constitution. Clear? Next will come single citizenship. Citizenship. A single citizenship, only one. Like you are having a single citizenship only. ऐसा तो नहीं कि Karnataka is giving one more citizenship to you. Single citizenship will fall where? तो इसमें state को क्या फायदा है? What benefit they are getting? Whether they are going to change your citizenship? No. So they are not able to make anything. So this will come under unitary. Because single citizenship is completely under the control of federal government only. See, who will decide your citizenship? Karnataka government or central government? If central government control mein hai, then it will be federal or unitary? Unitary, because it is under the control of federal. Mein kaun aayega? Where state government either has some control or state government has some interest. But in citizenship, state government has no interest, no control. So single citizenship will fall under unitary feature. After that, this is done. Bicameralism. Right? Next is bicameralism. Simply means bicameralism. Bicameralism. Bi means two. Cameral means chamber. Two chambers. Bicameralism. Two chamber means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So this is a unitary feature or federal feature? Federal, because the second chamber Rajya Sabha, it represents the interest of the state only. इसलिए इसको बोलते हैं Council of State. So bicameralism is a federal feature. Bicameralism is a federal feature. Correct? Clear? Bicameralism. Yes. Second. Okay. Bicameralism means bi means two. Cameral means chamber. Two chamber. Two chamber means Lok Sabha is one chamber and Rajya Sabha is another chamber. So two chambers are there. So Rajya Sabha जो है Rajya Sabha, it represents the interest of the state only. इसलिए we call that Council of State. Next is independence of the judiciary. Independence of the judiciary or independent judiciary. Agar independent judiciary means that judiciary which is not under control of state, that is not under control of executive. So this comes under federal or unitary. Federal, because if it is independent judiciary is there, if the state government has any issue, the state government is able to approach the judiciary. Usko pata hai ki this judiciary is independent, this judiciary is not under control of central government, so they are going to listen me. Then if they are under control of central government, that means whatever central government will say, they will do that things only, correct? So when judiciary is independent, it automatically help the state government. Clear? So independence of the judiciary comes under federal feature. Clear this? Emergency powers, जब नेशनल इमरजेंसी वगैरह लगाते थे ना इंदिरा गांधी टाइम में, so emergency provisions, they are federal or unitary? Unitary, because they are not helpful for the state government. Whenever emergency will going to be imposed, like presidential emergency, president rule, then state government will not be there. It is not helpful for them. So emergency provisions fall under unitary feature. Emergency provisions will fall under unitary feature.
In some parts of India, there is like governor rule.
Governor rule means that is, see, it is a president rule. Governor rule used to be there earlier in case of Jammu and Kashmir. Right now, Jammu and Kashmir is not a state, so there is no governor rule there. Otherwise, other areas may every time it is a president rule only, not governor's rule. Under president rule only, governor actually ruling the state on behalf of president. Clear? Next is appointment of governor. It will come under which feature? Yes. So governor is appointed by whom? Central government only. So the state has no role here. So appointment of governor fall under unitary feature. Federal नहीं हो सकता because state government is not appointing them. The state government has no interest also there. Upon the state recommendation. Upon the state, but the governors are working on behalf of whom? उन्हीं का सुनेंगे because they can remove only. So governor can be appointed by president also. Governor can be removed by president also. So what state government is doing here? कुछ भी नहीं बेचारे कर पा रहे ना. So the governor is completely under control of union or state. अगर सोचो governor is working against the CM, whether CM can remove governor? No. Who can remove the governor? Only central government. So appointment of governor fall under which category? Unitary feature. Yes, yes. When a state has no role, when a state has no control, when a state has not having any interest also, it will automatically fall under unitary form of government. Yes. Clear? Election Commission. इधर आएगा. So Election Commission is appointed by whom? Removed by whom? State government is doing anything regarding Election Commission? No, so it will come under unitary. Correct? Because see, state government is not able to do anything there. उनको कोई फायदा भी नहीं हो रहा है because that Election Commission is not even independent completely. Correct? But that Election Commission comes under clutches of central government only. So Election Commission works that goes to the unitary feature. Same CAG, CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General. CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General. This will fall under which category? Unitary only. Because appointment is by union, removal by union, and but this CAG is doing audit of the state also. But state government हो पूछ ही नहीं रहा है कुछ भी. So CAG also will fall under category of unitary teacher only. Correct? Any doubt till now? Federal feature and unitary feature. ऐसे आप कुछ भी आप पूछ सकते हो. Like example, all India service. So what are all India services are there? कौन सा service है? That is called as all India and forest service, correct? Not foreign service. Of these three all India service, they will fall under unitary feature or federal feature. Unitary. Appointment done by वही यूपीएससी डिसाइड करेगा. फाइनल रिमूवल रन बाय सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ओनली. स्टेट गवर्नमेंट क्या कर सकता है मैक्सिमम? सस्पेंड इज डिफरेंट. Like when you will become IAS or IPS, you will be suspended by the state government. But suspension is not the removal, right? So that all India service will fall under category of unitary feature. कुछ भी नहीं, घर में बैठेगा बेचारा. No. Suspension cannot be processed more than 3 months. If suppose more than 3 months happen, then automatically suspension will be removed. Correct? Because they cannot remove them. तब तक पब्लिक भूल जाएगी कि हमने क्यों सस्पेंड किया था. Again that person will come to the work. Because if any law and order issue happened big in any district, first thing what government does, suspension of the district magistrate or SP, correct? So that the people are happy, oh, action has been taken. After 1 month, people will going to forget. Memory is very short, right? Again, we are going to appoint that guy for any other place. Simple. Clear this? So what is your favorite service? कौन सा सर्विस ज्वाइन करना है? पहले तो क्लियर ही करना है. क्लियर में फर्स्ट सर्विस कौन सा लोगे आप? आपको आईएएस चाहिए या एनीवन डिफरेंट फ्रॉम आईएएस? क्या चाहिए? आईपीएस चाहिए. देखो इनसे दोस्ती रखना, ठीक है? हैं? फॉरेन सर्विस एकदम रवांडा वगैरह जाने वाले हो. ओके, फॉरेन सर्विस. एनी अदर? फॉरेन सर्विस लिटिल बिट बोरिंग सर्विस है, मतलब कुछ खास काम नहीं है. घूमने के लिए अच्छा है. You want to do traveling, घूमना फिरना, then it is good. I mean, sometimes it will become better only when you are already in the service more than 20 years. When you part of consulate, when you become a diplomat, big countries like European Union countries, or for example USA, then it is good actually, because most of the time Prime Minister is going to visit, okay, their countries, okay, President they are visiting. At that time you are full busy. Starting 10 to 15 years, it is complete boring actually. Any other? Okay, IPS. फिर सब IPS. और कोई IPS? IPS देखो, IPS कोई पुरानी दुश्मनी पुलिस से नहीं कि हमें भी IPS बनना है, देश को सुधारना है, ऐसा नहीं है ना. IRS किसी को नहीं बनना है. IRS पैसा कलेक्ट करना है. IRS is also very good job actually if you want a stable life. अब ऐसे IPS बन गए, IAS बन गए, क्या होगा कि यू विल बी पोस्टेड इन सम रिमोट डिस्ट्रिक्ट. पहले आपको थोड़ा बड़ा डिस्ट्रिक्ट दे दिया जाएगा. यू विल बी इन रिमोट डिस्ट्रिक्ट समवेयर, जहाँ पे मतलब मैकडी, पिज्जा, बर्गर, KFC कुछ भी नहीं है ना. आपको पूरा जिंदगी उडुपी में रहना है, करेक्ट? पैसा वाला लाइफ जीना है ना. एंड देन योर चिल्ड्रंस एजुकेशन आल्सो सेम इशू हैपेंड, बिकॉज यू विल नॉट गेट बिग गुड स्कूल आल्सो नियर बाय योर डिस्ट्रिक्ट. सो दैट इज अ बिग इशू रिगार्डिंग IAS एंड IPS. IRS को ऐसा कोई इशू नहीं होता, बिकॉज दे आर ऑलवेज पोस्टेड इन द सिटी ओनली. नहीं, बेंगलोर में अच्छा स्कूल भी है. एंड देन ट्रांसफर इज आल्सो नॉट दैट मच. You are in Bangalore only most of the life, entire life will be in the Bangalore only. If you are given this Karnataka region or in any other region, वहाँ पे भी capital city only. So बच्चों का स्कूल भी मिल जाएगा अच्छा. और politician का कोई इंटरफेरेंस ज़्यादा नहीं है, hardly any interference is. So that life is cool. And money का भी issue हो गया, money नहीं है उतना, correct? Because the government has changed the system now. Now you cannot actually talk to the directly to the people. Like example, if I send a something like you need to pay that much of tax, directly I cannot meet that guy. System will going to generate. That is an issue. Otherwise पहले तो मजे मजे थे. Just one call you will get 50 lakh rupees, you know, correct? सो पैसे के लिए कौन जॉब करने जा रहा है? पैसे के लिए नहीं, बाद में तो उसी के लिए करोगे, राइट। ये यहाँ से जाते समय सब बोलते हैं कोई पैसा नहीं चाहिए ना, वहां जाके पता नहीं कैसे बदल जाते हैं। पैसा देखा बदल गए, जाना है तो जाओ ना, पैसे लिए क्या दिक्कत है, राइट। खाओ और कमाओ, ऐसा नहीं कि ना खाऊंगा ना खाने दूंगा, है ना मोदी जी वाला। बट स्टिल IAS इज डेफिनेटली ए गुड सर्विस, ओके। बोलते भी हैं कि नौकरी दो ही है, IAS IPS, बाकी सब नौकरियां हैं, करेक्ट। Because see, when even for example you are going to become IPS and IAS, then you will realize कि IAS is that job that is always around for everything, correct. For example, if you are in that any district, still you have to take the order from the DM only. DM is IAS, and he's also your batchmate only. Same time when you have cleared the exam. Sometimes, for example, because your first choice is IPS, your rank was higher than that guy. फिर भी बुरा लगता है, देखो यार इसको पूछना पड़ रहा है ना. This is one issue. But good thing with police personnel is this: you need not to actually introduce you any time. आपके पास already uniform है, उनको always introduce करना पड़ता है. ये I am IAS. आपको introduce नहीं करना because already you are in the uniform, and those who know just by reading your stars they will understand who are you. That's it. तो इस सबसे पावरफुल पर्सन कौन है? कांस्टेबल. ये कांस्टेबल खुद ही पता नहीं कितना पावर उसके पास है. He doesn't know. If you are IPS, you know your boundary, you know your limitations, so you will not going to misuse your power. But कांस्टेबल बेचारा पढ़ा लिखा उतना नहीं है ना, he doesn't know what is power is. उसको बस इतना पता है मेरे पास लाठी है, इसमें सब पावर है, ठीक है. सबसे ज्यादा मिसयूज पावर these people does actually. Constable and head constable. And problem उनके साथ पता है कि what is the problem they are having? Is an entire life में there is only one promotion with them. Constable and one promotion is head constable. That's it. उसके अलावा they are not having any promotion. And then salary is also that not that much big. So they are forced to do all these things incorrectly. And the number is also more. In police, actually 86% police personnel they are constable and head constable. 86%. Correct, 86. And 13% from the head constable, for example SI, below deputy SP, I'm telling below deputy SP, they are 13%, and 1% above deputy SP. Deputy SP जैसे आप KPS एग्जाम क्लियर करोगे then you will know deputy SP for example, then SP हो गया, then SSP हो गया, then for DIG हो गया, IG हो गया, then ADGP, then DGP. And these guys just 1%. And best actually training received by these guys only. Head constable को कौन ट्रेनिंग देता है? कोई भी नहीं. So that is the reason they are not sensitive to the women issues, children issues. They are not aware about that. So इसलिए हमको चाहिए पुलिस रिफॉर्म, करेक्ट. सबसे बड़ा पुलिस रिफॉर्म क्या करना है? If you change the color of their uniform, automatically people will not have fear of the police. हमारे दिमाग में ऑलरेडी खाकी का डर है, करेक्ट. बचपन से ही है, कॉलोनियल टाइम से ही खाकी का यूनिफॉर्म का. बोलते भी यू हैव टू अवे फ्रॉम 3 कलर्स ओनली, करेक्ट. यू शुड नॉट लुक फॉर व्हाइट कलर एंड ब्लैक कलर, एंड खाकी कलर शुड नॉट लुक यू. पुलिस आपको ना खोजे और आप डॉक्टर और वकील को ना खोजो. यही सबसे बड़ी शांत प्रिय जिंदगी है, करेक्ट. पीसफुल लाइफ इज दिस. इन तीनों से बच गए देन योर लाइफ इज इजी, करेक्ट. सो नो अदर सर्विस. अभी तो आपने डिसाइड कर लिया, UPSC has not decided. Again, if you have studied well, then you will get IAS. Not studied well, then you will get IAAS. That's it. एक extra A will be added. Account and audit service. ध्यान है. One more service is there. There are 21 services right now we are having. Best service basically IAS, IPS, IFS, and IRS. Then IRTS also. Then IRS में एक custom वाला भी service है, that is also. These services are best service. After that, because you are not doing anything, तो आपके लिए तो कोई भी सर्विस अच्छी है, करेक्ट. जस्ट टू गेट द जॉब. क्लियर अभी? सो रेडियो सर्विस के लिए व्हाट इज योर बैकग्राउंड, क्या है? व्हाट यू हैव डन इन बैकग्राउंड ग्रेजुएशन? बी मास मीडिया. तो जर्नलिस्ट नहीं बने, बन जाते, खूब सारा स्टिंग ऑपरेशन करते, करेक्ट. एडवर्टाइजिंग की. ओके 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 ओके. जर्नलिस्ट चले जाते, अभी रवीश कुमार बन जाते. आपका साइंस BS है, Okay, you engineering, which engineering? Aerospace engineering. See, okay, aerospace. From where? चेन्नई में कहाँ से? हिंदुस्तान. It is मतलब full degree और Aeronautical Society of India वाला है ये. Full degree, correct? Okay.
Yes.
BSc. Huh? Okay, because I am also aeronautical engineer, correct? And BSc. हाँ, subjects. देखो फिजिक्स क्या IIT JEE वाले लोग हैं, ठीक है? यू इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन. यू psychology. Optional is also psychology. Decided? ठीक है. ये okay, both are same. You BCom. Okay.
Yes.
Computers है. उर्दू लिटरेचर में. So your optional is literature. Okay. कंप्यूटर एप्लीकेशन. देखो तो दोनों से 7 जगह से पढ़े हो क्या? ये बायोटेक. आपको हेल्थ साइंस एंड टेक में मजा आएगा. देन ऑप्शनल इज एंथ्रो. ओके, एंथ्रो में वही है बायोटेक है. बीए फ्रॉम, बिकॉज आई एम आल्सो बीए सिविल इंजीनियरिंग. अब इनको देखो, जिनको लगा एरोनॉटिकल भी है, बीए. आई हैव डन बीए आल्सो. आई हैव डन एरोनॉटिकल इंजीनियर आल्सो. आई हैव डन एमए आल्सो. करेक्ट. पढ़ाई में क्या जाता है? पढ़ लो, डिग्री तो चाहिए. करेक्ट. कोई नहीं पूछता है डिग्री हमारी. करेक्ट. क्लियर है? सो दोनों साइड से आई एम फ्रॉम ह्यूमैनिटी बैकग्राउंड आल्सो एंड आई एम फ्रॉम इंजीनियरिंग बैकग्राउंड आल्सो. बट यहाँ पे सब सेम रहेंगे. डोंट वरी. ऐसा मत सोचना कि वो इंजीनियरिंग वाला है तो ही विल गोइंग टू स्कोर मोर इन सीसेट पेपर. सीसेट पेपर दे देना, दे आल्सो गोइंग टू फेल. तो सीसेट इज सेम फॉर एवरीवन, सेम फॉर अदर सब्जेक्ट आल्सो. आपको इंजीनियरिंग वालों को यू शुड नॉट लुक दिस वे कि they belong to the humanities and they know much history and geography and polity. No, they are not. Everyone is same for UPSC, correct? UPSC, that doesn't matter which degree you have done, from which college you are coming, because I have seen those who are coming from IIT वगैरह से, they are also not able to clear prelims in their all 6 attempts. I'm not degrading them. For example, they are not good. They are good. That is the reason they were cleared the JEE also. But because they were not putting that much effort in the right way. उनको लग रहा था कि हम JEE किए तो हमारे लिए तो इजी रहेगा. दैट इज द केसेस. एंड सेम में दोज हु आर कमिंग फ्रॉम टायर 3 कॉलेज आल्सो, दे आल्सो क्लियर द UPSC एग्जाम. इवन वन ऑफ द स्टूडेंट हु हैज गॉट जस्ट 42% in the 10th and 60% in the 12th exam, and that person has cleared the exam and now he is IAS officer in Bihar actually. Correct? उसको बिहार कैडर मिल गया. Correct? So that is the case. So everyone is eligible to clear this exam and everyone will going to get difficulty also in this exam. So आपको ये अपना पिछला लेके नहीं चलना है कि I belong to this college or this degree or that not going to help you till your interview. Interview it is going to help you. Interview help in the sense they are going to ask some questions regarding your graduation. Interview में क्या question पूछते हैं? That is, for example, when you go through the WhatsApp में फालतू क्वेश्चन आते हैं ना कि this question was asked in UPSC interview. ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है. They never ask any silly questions. Simple. कि एक डाला एक फूटा या कंक्रीट, ऐसा कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है. They ask very simple question, genuine questions, and that question belongs to you only. Because when your mains exam is going to complete, you are going to clear your mains exam, then you have to file a DAF, जिसको बोलते हैं detailed application form. In that application form, you are going to provide your information. Like for example, whatever graduation subject your CGPA क्या score किया है, then whether you have done your job or not, then your father ने क्या किया, mother ने क्या किया, what they are doing, and your hometown क्या है, birth place क्या है, these information you have to write. Then your hobby क्या है, interest क्या है. Based on that only they are going to ask question. So that is the reason if suppose example UPSC has asked, examiner ने इनको एक क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया कि why एयरप्लेन में जो विंडो होती है ऑलवेज इन राउंड शेप, आपको घबराना नहीं है कि आप भी पढ़ने लगे हो कि हम भी देख ले क्या होता है. बिकॉज ही बिलोंग्स टू द एरोनॉटिकल इंजीनियरिंग, एरोस्पेस इंजीनियरिंग, दैट इज द क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड. You belongs to, for example, chemical engineering, so they will going to ask chemical engineering questions to you. Simple. So don't that having this pressure कि I also started in the same thing. And then you have to create your hobby also. आपको पता है हॉबी क्या होती है? एक होती है हॉबी, एक होता है इंटरेस्ट. डिफरेंस क्या है दोनों में? हॉबी मीन्स व्हेन यू कैन नॉट लिव विद इट. आपके पास टाइम है या नहीं, विदाउट एक्सक्यूज यू आर एंजॉयिंग दैट हॉबी. इंटरेस्ट में ये होता है कि whenever you are having a time, you are going to enjoy that interest. When you are not having time, you are busy, then you are not going to interest that is interest. So some many of the times क्या होता है कि whenever you fill your detailed application form, आप अपने friend को पूछते हो tell me what is my hobby. Friends क्या आपसे बताएगा आपकी hobby? Because you are not aware about your